Welcome to the Naturally Stupid podcast with
AJ and Sam.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Naturally Stupid podcast. Holy shit. So, the topic of this episode is going to be the history of horror is gay. But we need to discuss what the fuck type shit we were talking about before we hit record. I love it. None of them go together, but we just fucking talked about it, and we should have been recording because it was just so natural and perfect. So hopefully we can recreate the chaos. But
oh no.
What should we even start with? We made a list because all of them were just
we should just go down the list.
Okay. So the first topic we were talking about is my grad party, which is this Saturday. No, whoever listens, you're not invited. I'm not saying my address. No. Sorry, it's okay. So yeah, my grad party, it's going to be stressful. But then I was texting, obviously I'm going to pick up Amy. And if you guys have listened to the podcast, you know that Amy is someone that I'm talking to right now. And if Amy, you're listening, what's up, girl? What's up, girl? Anyway, I hope she listens so she can be like, you're literally a loser.
No.
Anyway, it's okay, Amy. Whatever. But I was texting this girl, Bree, who was in my class, or the class of 2021 with me. What were we discussing? What were we talking about? Oh, I had to pick them both up.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, I have to pick up two girls, which I have no problem with. That's awesome, because Bree's my best friend, and Amy, Amy's Amy. Go ahead and say what you said.
Well, you have to think about it, because you're like, I have to pick up the girl I'm talking to, but then I also have to pick up the girl that rejected me in a Wendy's drive-thru.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I laughed so hard because you have a point. I have to pick up the girl I'm talking to and someone that I poured my heart to and rejected me while we were ordering Wendy's. At 11 o'clock at night?
Yep.
Love that for me. And she was obviously, they're both like, oh my god, I'll give you gas money. But me being the top lesbian I am, I will not take your money. Either of your monies. Because it's not like they're in Columbus.
Yeah.
And yes, we discussed earlier in the episodes that we're not going to disclose our location. We live in fuck nowhere, Ohio. Okay?
Good luck. There's
good fucking luck. It's so funny though, because we're like, we're not going to say the state, but obviously we're going to mention Pride and how we're going to Columbus Pride. Possibly.
Who the fuck's going to come to Ohio?
Who wants to fucking stalk Ohio people? We're losers. We gave them nothing. We gave people the Paul brothers. We should apologize to the United States for that shit.
The amount of Ohio slander that I see online.
It's so funny though, because most of it is what is so relatable because we talk about it. There was one, I forget what it was. It was, oh fuck. It was like, oh, if anyone in Ohio asked me to go to Walmart again, or something like that, because there's nothing else to do besides wander in a Walmart.
Every time we message each other, we're like, what do you want to go do? Walmart?
I don't know. What do you want to do? And we end up going to Walmart. Or Myers if we're feeling frisky.
Yeah. If it's a special day, maybe we'll go to a Five Below.
Yeah. Although Five and Below is where we're at. That's our store right there. But God,
we have nothing else here.
Nothing else. I mean, maybe axe throwing, which was recently put in. But even then, it's why? Why?
And if we get bored enough, we go to the gym.
Yeah. And then pulp.
Yeah.
Oh, pulp is so good.
Smoothie.
Okay. Moving on. Oh my god. So, the next thing... Okay. I thought someone was knocking at the door. Quiet on set. So, the next thing that's on the list is platinum star lesbian. I was so not upset. I'm not going to say I was upset, but I'm upset because there's no real good definition of what a platinum star lesbian is. But there's a platinum star gay, which is a gay man who was born via C-section and still hasn't yet been with a woman or touched a vagina. So hear me out. A platinum star lesbian. It honestly works though. So actually hear me out. A platinum star lesbian is a lesbian. Oh, what did I say? Now I'm like blanking because I'm like laughing so hard. It was, if you were conceived by insemination, which is like, sperm just goes in without the penis. It works.
Yeah, but the way you said it before.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, because you don't have to go whoop out the
Because it works though, because like gay men, they don't go out the vagina when they are birthed, but it wouldn't affect a lesbian if they're C-section or out the vagina. As long as the penis doesn't help conceive, then it still works that they're a platinum star lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
It does.
Because that'll work for like any couples, like. Although it'll be more for like infertile or like same-sex couples.
Yeah.
But still, it works.
It
do be working. So go blast this on Urban Dictionary. This is a new definition and tag us if you agree. I don't know. But damn. Because like the previous definition was like, I think it was a lesbian who has never kissed a dude. And I'm like, okay, but that would be a gold star gay, a gay man who's never kissed a girl or touched a vagina, but was like born at the vagina. So we gotta make it fair. Like, here we go, lesbians. If anyone knows where that's from, here we go, lesbians. Here we go, lesbians. Okay, the next one. You brought this up because it's so funny. This one.
Oh. We were going through like different prides that we might want to go to because we didn't get to last year because COVID said go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So we want to go to a few prides, and I saw one in Akron, and I was like, okay. And then I saw that it was on church ground.
Jesus. And of course, me being the chaotic gay I am, I tried to say, well, it'd be different if the church was gay okay.
Instead of like pro LGBT.
Yeah, instead of pro LGBT, my dumb ass goes, well, are they gay okay? So we better start saying that.
Are they gay okay?
We're not going to ask you if you're homophobic. We're going to ask you, are you gay okay? Are you an ally? Fuck that. Are you gay okay? I love that shit. And of course, it just came out so naturally. And it took me a second to realize that it was wrong. Because I was like, gay okay? That's not right. That's not right.
That's not what it's supposed to be.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god, the next one. So, if you can probably already tell, there's like a bunch of creaking. And that's the new chairs. Well, not new chairs. I've had these. They're like 2 director's chairs that my parents got from an auction. And I was like, hey, let's fucking use these. Because like we said earlier, I'm setting up for the graduation party, and it was like, one of those foldable chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And they just took the one from my room because apparently they just needed that one. Apparently they just needed that one out of all the ones we had. And so I was like, shit, I gotta find another chair. And I was gonna use the blue chair, but that would have put you too low.
Yeah.
Although it would have been a fucking vibe. And so the director's chairs, our knees would be above the table, which they're not that far off right now, but
they're like almost level with it.
But it's way better than what it could have been with like her 50 feet above me and me in the spinny chair. And so my mom does crafts and she like paints bricks. She's a crafty biatch, but we love her anyway. And So I was looking around the basement and I was like, why can't I find any bricks? So I found them and like buried into the corner and I put them under the table legs. And now we're just vibing. But it looks so shit.
We should take a picture for the Instagram.
Okay, I'll take a picture right now for the Instagram. But yeah. But the funny thing is, I was doing it when Sam was arriving here. So just tell me what you were thinking when you walked in and what I was doing.
I can't even explain my thought process. I just saw like a pile of bricks and her pulling one out of the 4 bricks that she already had under the table out. And I was like, what is going on? What are we doing?
Jesus. And of course, I was like, well, fuck, are you gonna help? Jesus.
I mean, I did. She was like, flip that up, we're gonna shimmy the table on.
We're gonna hope this fucking works. And it did. And like, of course, the way I tested it was I smacked the table and it didn't fall off. So I'm like, fuck it, it works. But I think this is a vibe.
Yeah.
Besides like that, but we're a vibe. We're always a vibe. Gosh, what's the next thing on the list? We need to move on. Gosh.
Gold gay man jock straps.
So the way I wrote that down was the gold gay man jock straps ? So we were talking about pride, obviously. And of course, the first thing I see on the website is just a bunch of men shirtless. I can assume they're gay because it was the pride website. And just one of them on the end was just painted fucking gold. And the first concern Sam has was,
like, what?
He's gonna get gold paint up his ass.
Yeah, I was like, that might be painful because, like, if you're completely painted
with just a jock strap on.
Yeah.
So, like, he's open.
Like, that's gotta get somewhere. It's gotta be uncomfortable.
And then she goes, well, damn, it'd be even worse for a girl.
Yeah.
She'd be all gold coochie and everything.
I'm pretty sure we had that conversation first, and that's what led to, like,
the platinum. Yeah.
To the gold platinum lesbian.
Yeah, but, jeez.
Because, like, if you think about it, that would suck.
Yeah, imagine trying to wash that out. No. Moving on.
No.
You can have gold poops for days. It'd be literally a golden shower. I'm gonna stop. Okay.
I forgot what that was for a second.
Okay, I think that's it. Because the last two, we can kind of move on. Unless you want to talk about the Minecraft. We can. So, we play Minecraft. We're those gays. We're gamers. Per se.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, we've mentioned that we want to start streaming soon. And one of them might be, or one of the things would be Minecraft, like the Mining Dead, or Minecraft on one of our worlds. And then we got to talking about the team that I'm on. And I discussed about how I don't think they know that I'm female. Because for one, my skin is like, you know, short hair, ball cap, you know, torn up jeans, whatever. Mm-hmm. Although it does have pastel rainbows on I think on the sleeves.
Yeah.
Or the shoulders. I still don't think they get the message. They probably think I'm a gay man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with my username. But that's only because I got it from, that was my nickname in lab. Don't know why they gave the lesbian that, but it's fine. So my nickname, or my gamer tag on Minecraft is Long John Johnson. And I got to thinking, I put them all together and I was like, shit, they don't know I have a vagina.
Yeah, because
clearly
they call you John.
Yeah. And of course, obviously my nickname is AJ. Like I just go by AJ. Unless I'm with my family, then it's, you know, that name. And yeah, it just do be like that.
John.
And the thing is, another thing is, the team I'm on, it's 3 people, and the team name is the Moist Men. So they really don't think I'm female. Like, they have no clue. And honestly, I'm kind of afraid to tell them, because what if they kick me out of the club? I love those boys. They're so funny.
They kick you out for having a vagina. They're like, no.
But it also led to the point where I told Sam their gamer tags. So in chat, obviously they call me Long or they call me John. You know, whatever. Like, what else are they gonna call me? Unless I tell them, like, it's AJ. Which, like, what's the point anyway? So we call one Crit because of Critical Strike 90. And then the other one, which I think we would be such a good pair. We call him Reese or Rec, like REC. Because his gamer tag is receding foreskin. And I don't laugh about it as much as I should because it just looks normal to me now because I look at it every day, pretty much.
I know, but like...
You lost your shit.
How has... Yeah, because I'm like, that's a kid's game. How has Minecraft not been like, stop?
Well, because it's receding, and I don't think they put both the E's. So it's like resetting. No, well, it might be spelled correctly. And then the number 4 and then skin.
Oh.
So, like, I don't know.
No.
That's so funny, though. I don't know what they would do if you typed in foreskin in the chat.
I don't know.
Get off the game now. You've been banned.
Goodbye.
Okay, we need to move on. It's been 16 minutes of rambling.
Oh,
we're gonna have no time for gay horror movies. Jeez. Okay, so the actual topic of this video, or podcast, is, so we were thinking of an idea for the episode. And so I was like, oh, we could do something about the news and like whatever. So I went on Google News, or I typed in news in Google, and it took me to Google News. And I didn't know I had an account. Like, it just makes you an account. Sus. Anyway, so I was scrolling down the articles, and I came across this one that wasn't about Olivia Rodrigo and whatever. I mean, I love her. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I really do love her, though. Moving on. So I came across the one. It's called The History of Horror is Gay. And I'm like, how did they find an article that's so me? Because I love horror shit and I love gays. What the fuck is Google trying to tell me? I don't know. I don't get it. Do you get it?
No.
I don't know. They really did call me out.
For real.
They're like, oh.
Didn't you go to like the For You articles or whatever?
Yeah. So they knew it was for me. And it's not like I type in horror movies or gay shit. I type in gay shit on incognito, but we don't talk about that. Moving on. But like, how would they know?
I don't know. It just hears you talking about gay shit all the time.
Oh my god, it's like the Facebook experiment where it's like cat food, and it gives you ads for cat food.
Yep.
Oh my god. And it's even funnier because the person that wrote it, he goes by BJ. Or she goes by BJ. So I thought that was so fucking funny. And of course, the first picture that shows up is Dracula. So I'm really fucking concerned. Like, what?
Dracula's gay?
Is Dracula queer and we didn't know?
Maybe.
Okay. We're just gonna read the article and react to it. Ooh, bless me. So, horror movies as we know them today would not exist if it weren't for the creative expressions of queer people and queer storytelling. What? Did
That's
queer people just
intro.
yeah? Did you know?
You know?
Did queer people just like create the horror genre and we didn't know about it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Horror movies have always served as a vehicle for emotional exploration, political commentary, as well as analyzing our relationship with mortality and the unknown. Of all the subgenres of film, horror is the only one to continually see success both financially and with audiences since the beginning of cinema as we know it. All artistic expression builds upon Sorry, I had shit in my throat. What came before, and every work of art is derivative of something. Well, no shit. If we go back to the very foundations of the horror genre, we will find a constant theme running through the most inspirational works and essential creators: queerness.
Okay.
I don't see it. When I'm watching The Conjuring, I don't think gays. You know? Like, what? This is like a stretch. And like, I love the idea of this, but I don't get it.
They had to do some in-depth theory and research for this shit.
For real. They're like, every single little context is like, oh, that's gay.
That's gay.
Okay. Humans have always been storytellers, and cultures around the world have been telling horror stories for entertainment purposes or as cautionary tales as long as humans have been able to communicate. Once we started writing things down, publishing novels, and creating storytelling structures, we began to establish the building blocks of every form of entertainment as we know it. For horror movies, Gothic novels set the stage, and the writers behind these stories are overwhelmingly queer. They're just outing all the horror people now. They're like, yo, you know the guy who wrote Dracula? You fucking gay, bro.
You fucking gay.
You fucking gay, bro. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I don't see it. But let's move on. Okay. Horatio Walpole's, I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but the Castle of Otranto. Wow, that's interesting. From 1764 is largely accepted as the foundational example of Gothic writing, and its story dripping with homoeroticism. Okay, that's a stretch. Okay. Other Gothic authors like Matthew Lewis, William Thomas Beckford, and Francis Latham were all homosexual, and their lives greatly impacted the lens through which they wrote their work. Of course, words like homosexual or gay are nowhere to be found in their works because the words hadn't yet even been invented. Whoa, horror film predated homosexual? Wow. But according to James Jenkins of Valancourt Books, they sublimated jeez, why did that take so long? Them and expressed them in more acceptable forms, using the medium of transgressive genre like horror fiction. They really just outed those three guys. Or one girl, I don't know.
They came for them hard.
Like, is that fact, though? I really would like to actually, like, look that up. I wonder if they're actually homosexual. Okay. In 1818, Mary Shelley invented the science fiction genre with her novel Frankenstein. At just 20 years old, Shelley published one of the most influential works of fiction ever written, and effortlessly critiqued the horrific capabilities within humanity. Shelley also notoriously lost her virginity next to her mother's grave. What? Okay. And kept her husband's these are big words. Calcified heart with her after his death. Shelley is the coolest goth chick to ever walk the earth, and she was also likely bisexual. I mean, that explains it. She's got apparently mommy issues.
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. I could never. I'm moving on. I mean, could you?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. You gave me a look and I was like, what? Okay. In letters she wrote following her husband's death, she noted being afraid of me, tousy mousy for women, and wanting to give herself away. With this information, it's difficult not to view the tortured creation with the inability to truly love. Frankenstein's mother, as a vehicle for her own repressed feelings, the creation is wholly sympathetic despite being viewed as a monster, a common theme that would continue throughout queer horror storytelling. I mean, that's right. I see that.
Yeah.
Like, that's correct. I mean, the movie fanatic in me is like, yeah, that's right. But all of that Mary Shelley stuff, that's concerning.
She
I don't
probably
know if
needed
that's
help.
true.
She probably needed help. I've heard that a lot, and I've seen quite a bit about that. She probably just needed some serious help.
I mean, yeah.
And that just
if
didn't
therapy
exist.
fucking existed back then, it'd be more sane.
Yeah.
I mean, the good kind of therapy, not like shock therapy.
Yeah.
Not gonna make fun of that, but
Yeah, but can you imagine how she told people about that, or like how people found out? Like it was wrote down somewhere, and after she passed away, they found it, and they're like,
that's why I barely write things down anymore. I mean, someone's gonna find the fucking note we wrote all that shit down, and gonna be like, what was wrong? I mean, my grandkids will probably find if I wrote a diary, my grandkids would find that shit, and they'd be like, Grandma was on some homosexual fucking shit back then. Like, that's weird. It's also weird thinking, like, in the next 50 years, everything's gonna be changed.
oh, I'm thinking about that.
Like, this is gonna be old stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. That's weird. Weird. Okay, we need to move on before we get all depressed about how we're gonna get old soon.
I already feel old.
Yeah. My scoliosis. Oh.
My scoliosis.
Okay. Back in 1872. Oh my god, I love this. Back in 1872, Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu published one of the earliest vampire novels on record, Carmilla. Side note, I fucking love Carmilla. The web series, the fucking book, although I haven't finished the book yet. I love Carmilla, especially the movie they made. The 2017 movie. That's the best one. Go fuck yourself if I'm wrong.
If I'm wrong.
I'm not wrong. I mean, it's an opinion, but I'm right. Okay. While the novel was not the first time a vampire tale was told, it holds two very large distinctions. First, it was an overtly queer story. Carmilla is a lesbian and waxes poetically about a woman. It was coded, it wasn't subtextual, it was very, very gay. Yeah. And this is a true fact. I looked it up. Carmilla predates Bram Stoker's Dracula by 26 years. So Carmilla was the OG vampire. And she was queer.
Girl.
Suck it, Dracula.
Dracula could have been queer, apparently.
I mean, yeah. And was a massive inspiration for the novel. Oh! Queers start everything. Queers. Yes! You're the queer. Apparently was 1872. Okay. Like Sheridan's story, both stories are told in the first person. The descriptions of the title character in Carmilla and of Lucy in Dracula are eerily similar, even going as far as both of them struggling with sleepwalking. Is that a gay thing?
Are you gay if you sleepwalk?
Google, are you gay if you sleepwalk? We should look that up. Stoker's Dr. Abraham Van Helsing is a complete echo of Le Fanu's vampire expert Baron Vordenberg, solidifying the archetype for vampire stories forever. Whoa. Not gonna lie, honestly, from the sound of it, it sounds like Dracula ripped off Carmilla. I'm gonna sue. I mean, it's funny. Fucking straight people, but apparently they're all queer, so it's fun. It's like
apparently they're all queer.
Queers ripping on queers. What a shock. Gosh, that's amazing. Here we go, lesbians. Lesbians are great. This just proves that lesbians are the best. It does. Tell me I'm wrong.
They're just the best.
They're the best. I mean, I saw this TikTok one day that there was this little gay man just like praising lesbians, and I was like, you don't even like vagina. I love that. Thank you.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. While it is true that Bram Stoker died having a wife, I'm confused by that sentence. He just died because he was like sick of his wife, or that he got married and just was like, that's not it, chief. Oh my gosh.
I think they just mean he died when he had a wife. Like, while he was married to a woman.
I just choose not to. Maybe that's why he died, because he didn't have a husband, because he's queer. I'm just gonna go with that because that's funny.
That makes funny.
That makes funny. Historians have noted that he was a fiercely private man.
Oh.
And had a notably sexless marriage. He gay. He gay. Ooh, he was a dear friend of Oscar Wilde, and watching him endure. Why did I say it like that? Endure the sodomy trials was traumatic, and many believe the othering fear of Count Dracula was largely inspired by the way his friend was treated as a monster. Okay. He also wrote love letters to Walt Whitman, and I'm sorry, there is no way anyone with a strong grasp on male-dom, male-sub relationships is straight. Oh, BJ really called him out.
Jesus.
Ooh, BJ got some beef with Dracula.
How bad does it have to be if they had a notably sexless marriage?
And he wrote love letters to Walt.
Yeah, like, how bad does it have to be?
I mean, if he is... To be fair, it's a very well-known, like, niche, I think, that, you know, back in the day, gay people didn't exist. It's fun. Like, even today, like, you can't just force someone to be straight.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the man wrote love letters to Walt. They were lovers. I bet they had some good sex.
Love that.
If they, like, unless they were long distance, like, because they were writing letters, they were long distance.
Maybe, or maybe they're just trying to keep it secret.
But the shitty thing is, people know about the love letters now. So their fucking two ghosts are like, they just read our erotica. Like, I've been in a relationship where...
Just like this standing still emojis, they're just like...
Oh no! But, like, I've been in a relationship where we would write letters because, you know, we couldn't tell most people, and, like, that was the only way we could really communicate our feelings. And her parents found them. And so I get what fucking Walt and Bram are fucking feeling. I get it. I feel you, brother. I feel you, brother.
I feel the pain.
When these stories made the jump from the page to the screen, it was again queer people who took the reins. What the fuck, BJ? Come on now. I mean, you're right. German expressionist director F.W. Murnau, made Nosferatu, inspired by Stoker's novel, and was notoriously gay. He really be calling just everybody out.
Notoriously gay.
Right. It's like notably, notoriously. Like, there's no allegedly. It's just like, hey, you're gay. You're
gay.
Queer. You're queer. We get it. He moved from Germany to Hollywood later in life solely for the purpose of being able to live openly. Oh, we love that. The director of Universal's Frankenstein, James Whale, lived as an openly gay man throughout his career and delivered us the writing of Bride of Frankenstein's Dr. Septimus Pretorius. Okay. A deliciously fabulous gay character played by the famously queer Ernest Thesiger. They're calling everybody out, and there's more.
Jesus Christ.
Dr. Frankenstein himself, Colin Clive, was rumored to be bisexual, and his marriage to Jeanne de Cassilis, nothing more than a cover for both of their queerness. Oh, shit. She was his beard. Ooh. I hope she knew that. Oh my god, what if they were both beards for each other? What if she was a lesbian? Ooh. Gay drama, my favorite. Okay. There are those that deny these claims, but we also know that historians are notorious for straightwashing anyone who lived outside the rigid, cisgender, heteronormative roles. Now that's true. Hollywood does straightwash things, but, like, here's the thing. If it's like an autobiography or, whatever, an autobiopic, or I'm the movie fanatic, I should know this, but if it's a movie that's based in real life and it's about a straight person, you're not going to cast, or you're probably not going to cast them as a gay person, right? And it's probably best if you have like a straight person playing the role because they know that more. Just like vice versa, if it's a gay character, you're probably going to want a gay actor because they know they have some of the same experiences. I'm not saying it should only be gay people playing gay people or straight people playing straight people. Like, it can be reversed. But, like, yeah, don't straight wash when there's no need to straight wash. But also don't hate if it's a straight person playing a gay character. Because, if we don't allow that, then it's like we're segregating ourselves and we're setting ourselves up for failure. I hope I'm not the only one thinking that. Right?
No.
It's like, I mean, it's not the same, but it's similar to you're not going to cast a white person to play a black character. Like, it's not going to happen. But let's say there was a real life event where 5 white astronauts went into space. You're not going to cast one of the 5 people. You're not going to get a black actor because that wouldn't be,
True
I guess,
to the story.
True to the real life event. But if it was like a fictional story about 5 astronauts going, you're going to want diversity in there. I hope that didn't come across bad, but I hope people get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Don't segregate yourselves.
Yeah.
We love diversity, but, if the story doesn't have it, don't have it. But if it doesn't need it, then have it.
Yeah.
We love everybody. Everyone deserves a chance. We love you. We love you. Okay, moving on. Moving on from that shit. Okay. Director Todd Browning has been described as a alleged homosexual. Finally, the word alleged. Finally.
Not calling him out as hard.
But it's in quotations, so like they're like assassin. They straight assassin. And both of his films, Dracula and Freaks, are dripping with homosexual subtext. BJ, calm your tits.
Dripping.
Yeah. The first sequel to everyone's favorite cloak-donning... Oh, no. The first sequel to everyone's favorite cloak-donning daddy was Dracula's Daughter, the oft-forgetting Universal monster movie about a woman who seeks the assistance of a psychologist to cure her of her unnatural urges and tendencies of seducing female victims, stripping them down, admiring their bodies, and then draining them of their life force.
Oh.
I think I need to watch this movie for research purposes only. But why? I feel like this is such a common theme. Every female vampire that's the main character of a movie, they always make them queer.
Yeah.
Now I get BJ. I get him. Get her. Whoever they are. I get them. I get it now.
I get it now.
But, like, damn. Oh, geez. Okay. Of course, in 1936, this sort of urge would constitute a psychological evaluation. But to millennial old me, it just sounds like a great night. I get it. I love you, BJ. Thank you. I need to add that to the list of queer movies that I need to watch.
I get it now.
But, like, 1936, they made a queer vampire movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Movie night. Fuck.
I love it.
These early horror films are the center of the continual growing spiderweb of the genre, with every horror film easily traced back to the films of the 1920s in 1930s, like a game of 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but gayer.
But
Yes.
gayer.
Yes! You know what I was thinking of?
Hmm.
Reading this, I got to thinking, aren't all gay movies just horror movies?
Yeah.
Now hear me out. Again. I'm not saying that people shouldn't watch gay movies because like they're terrifying and they're horrible. I'm saying that if anyone understands gay panic, they will agree with me. Because every queer movie is like a coming of age. It's like as soon as somebody finds out or like you're asking someone out and it's nerve-wracking, gay panic. So wouldn't that make it a horror movie?
Yeah.
I rest my case. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's only a couple more paragraphs because this needs to stop. What makes it so difficult to discuss the queer roots of horror cinema is that because of the archaic standards like the Hays Code, criminalizing explicitly queer representation and forcing it into subtextual coding, an overwhelming number of straight people are frustratingly incapable of seeing the truth. That hit hard. That hit them hard. Queer people became really, really good at hiding queer stories in subversive films like the horror genre, which makes sense considering how many real-life queer people had to become good at hiding their own identities. Gay panic.
Gay panic.
On the contrary, those that refuse to see a queer story unless it features a giant rotating voiceover screaming, "This is gay!" just prove that if someone has grown up always seeing themselves and their stories represented on screen, they've never had to develop the ability to headcanon identifiable visibility. Damn, yeah. That's just going back to the diversity. You know, we need diversity in more film. We stand for diversity. Shut up, Tara. Quiet on set. Yeah, that's my dog. Don't mind her. Okay. When It Chapter 2, fucking phenomenal movie, came out in 2019, I noted that I found it funny that fans were discrediting Richie Tozier's gay subtext while costume wearing the same shirt as Jesse in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Despite this blatantly visible queer coding, angry fans sent me death threats for trying to push the gay agenda onto horror. This is an unfortunately frequent occurrence, as any queer film writer will tell you. There's often a visceral response by some people for simply identifying queerness in horror. Their anger is clearly rooted in the fear of enjoying something that could be perceived as gay. An immeasurable ironic reality and further proof as to why we call it homophobia. That's actually a good point. I like that. I like it. Well, like we said earlier, you don't ask someone if they're homophobic. You ask if they're gay, okay?
Are you gay okay?
Are you gay okay? Ooh, go BJ. Sorry, not sorry, but if you love horror movies, you love a genre that has deep queer roots of queerness. Damn
Deep
it.
queer roots of queerness.
Nice. Oh, deep roots in queerness. I just added the extra queer because I just read it so many times in this article. The queer influence will continue to permeate throughout the genre, from every phallic-faced alien, penetrative, weapon-wielding slasher, haunting presence of repressed trauma, and drag-like one-liner delivering villains. There are a lot of villains that look like they do drag.
Yeah.
That's another episode. It's impossible to push a gay agenda in a horror film because horror films have always been gay. And that's the end. That They had me in the first half.
And then you started to understand.
But holy shit, there was so much research that just had to be done that I love. Like, you know, he or she was having a horror movie night, and was just like, that's gay? That's gay?
That's gayer.
Let's write an article about this shit. I love it, but oh my god. If you guys find any more articles like that, send it to us. We will review it for an episode. Or if you have any ideas for that matter, let us know. Let us know. We love this shit. We'll react to more stuff if you want it to. That was so fun. I loved it. How did you like it?
Why?
I don't know. I thought there was something on it, and I used the paper, so it made that noise. Okay. How did you enjoy it? What did you like about the thing?
Honestly, it sounded more like a joke article at first, but as it kept going...
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
As it kept going, it started making more sense.
Yeah. They really hit us, though, with, like, the hard facts.
Just calling everybody.
He's gay, he's extra gay. She was possibly bisexual. Oh my god.
Like, damn.
Mary Shelley just was, oof.
She was her own breed.
Yeah.
She needed help.
Okay, we need to end the episode. It was extra long for you guys because, you know, we missed last week and we feel bad for it, so. But to be fair, it was technical difficulties. It wasn't our fault. Gosh. But yeah. We hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to us. Please. And if you're watching on anything else, I think the other thing is follow. But if it's not, then I'm sorry. But follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. Please. We would love that. Also, if you like what we do, support us on Patreon and Anchor. Please. 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 But in all seriousness, support us on Patreon and Anchor if you want to see us do bigger and better content for y'all. Check us out on other podcast platforms. We're on a lot. Like, what? We're on Spotify. We're not yet on iHeartRadio. I want that. We're going to have to work on that. Obviously, we're on YouTube, Anchor. You know, we're on a lot. Go check us out. Speaking of checking us out, follow us on our socials. Instagram at The Naturally Stupid Podcast. Twitter at Podcast TNS. I almost forgot. TikTok at TNSP TikTok, which we need to make more TikToks, but
yeah.
Stop. We're very active on our Twitter. Or at least I am. She shut off the notifications because I was tweeting too much.
And it's not even that now, remember? My Twitter won't let me leave it open for more than a minute before it's like, we're crashing.
Yeah.
We're going down.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to get in contact with us, you know, I'm like always on our Twitter. I try to respond to a lot of people. Join us on Discord. If there's any gamers out there, join our Discord. The link, you know, we've said it time and time again. Don't bother clicking the link.
Just ask.
Just DM us, tweet at us. We'll send you the link so you can be on our Discord, bruv. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Unless you have anything else.
No.
Alright. Okay. Okay, I'm AJ.
And I'm Sam.
And we'll see you later, dudes.